Hello and welcome to Into the Unknown, an interview show for space people by space people. Today we have a very special guest. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about yourself?
Well, my name is Jethro Moneybags. I was born in Cuba, but I escaped. I freestyled across whatever ocean that is and came to America, where I began a successful life. I had my roots at the University of Phoenix. Go Phoenixes! Go Phoenixes! And from there, I had multiple opportunities to make a buttload of money, and I became a wealthy venture capitalist slash importer exporter with Walter here.
So, Mr. Moneybags, I hear you had quite the experience last week. Would you like to tell us a bit more about that?
Well, what happened was Walter came up to me Friday after work one day and just said, "Hey, I've got a crazy next week planned. We got the week off because the company usually takes a spring break vacation, and so I was like, okay, sure." And Walter, being the crazy guy he is, said that he had contacted aliens. And at first, I was a little apprehensive, of course. Most of the things that Walter likes to do are a little out there. But I decided to roll with him on this one. And so what we did was we went to an abandoned parking lot that night. And we were abducted.
Wow, that sounds really incredible. What happened after you were abducted?
The room started spinning. And I was suddenly in a spaceship. And obviously, I was a little nervous. Walter was gun ho, just as usual. But anyways, so we met the people who we were going to be staying with for the next week, aliens. And I think aliens is a harsh term. You know, there are a lot of negative connotations that come with that. But really, I mean, they're nice folks. They're good people. And we had a lot of fun with them last week. And uh, they let us drive the spaceship a little bit. It's not as hard as it sounds. And just other fun space activities like that. Typical run of the mill space activities.
What was your favorite space activity?
Oh, I mean, there's so many activities. Like deep space diving, asteroid riding, prank abductions was a favorite among the crew. I really had a good time with that one. So, I mean, there's a ton of stuff to do out there.
So, can you describe these beasts to us?
I think people want to judge aliens because they might not look as attractive as humans do, but let me tell you, beauty is not scale deep. Okay, it's a lot more than that, and it's a lesson that I and Walter had to learn last week, and it took a little getting used to. Sure, I mean they're freaking hideous, but they're great people.
So, Jethro, I couldn't help but notice during that last question I saw a bit of a twinkle in Walter's eye there. What's the story behind that?
Well, Walter over here, he had a bit of a love connection on the ship. We didn't think anything would happen, in that one week that we were there, but Walter just really hit it off with this one chick. Her name was Chick Knock, and man, I mean, I've never seen two people more compatible. I mean, they didn't speak the same language or anything, but you could tell that they were connecting somehow. I don't really know how y'all did that, but yeah, they're working on the long distance thing right now. It's hard, but to be honest, I think they're gonna go the distance.
I feel like for many people, being abducted by aliens would be a very traumatic experience. Would you say, though, that this has been a mostly positive experience for you?
Yes, yes, I would say it was.